Two totally separate flavored wings because we have the double stack from Ninja. Brand new. We have the lowest price anywhere. You will check, and you are going to be able to make the most delicious, yummy, piping hot out of the oven crispy foods with less fat, less oil, little to no oil. Revolutionary double stack design that gives you that guaranteed crispy, crunchy, and it takes up way less counter space because we went vertical. Our old fryer from Ninja was side by side. This is a stack design with 10 quart capacity. So if you want to do chicken underneath and you want to do French fries on top, you have two separate ovens that will cook each one on its own. So that if your chicken takes 20 minutes and your fries take 10, you can set that up ahead of time. Literally a beautiful, beautiful machine. It'll fit on most any countertop, and it's going to revolutionize the way people cook at home. And not only that, you can do so many things in it. You can air fry, you can bake, you can roast, you can dehydrate, you can broil. You can do virtually everything you could do in your oven, and you're doing that with convection cooking because it's got those fans in there that blow that air around to give you those crispy results. Here it is. Look at the size of it. I'll get behind it. Look at how thin it is. Because what we did is we went one on top of the other. Because you know your regular ovens at home, you usually have a double oven, it's one on top of the other. They rarely put them side by side. I mean, they do that in a restaurant where they have the room, but you don't have the room. Here with this, you'll have the room. Two separate units, easy, come right out. We're giving you two racks. We're giving you a pair of tongs. We're giving you the skewers, and we're giving you the most amazing cookbook with all kinds of wonderful recipes. You will only find this here. It is brand new. It is exclusive. It is $100 off our price for today only. Here's the value. So the unit itself is, what, $249. You're already $100 off, all right? We got a couple extra things we threw in there. Your value is about $275. We are gonna do it today under $150. And we are doing a special. If you have an HSN credit card, if you spend $100, you get $25 off. So if you have a card, this is $25 cheaper. It's actually $124.99. If you don't have a card, get the card, and we'll still give you the $25 to use. Let's get started. We got a lot of wow demos. Rochelle Lucas is here.
Good morning.
How are you, my dear?
I'm good.
She's our Ninja girl and many other things she does for us. You know how much I love this brand.
I know.
I have their cookware. I have their appliances. You can count on them year after year after year because they deliver these types of results.
We do, we really do. And so we took everything that you loved about the dual basket and we made it vertical. So you have 40%, it's 40% slimmer, so you have more space on your countertop. Plus the motor and the fan and the heating element are in the back, pushing that air to the front, so you can actually do 4 foods instead of just 2 in your double stack basket. So what you saw me pull out here was 10 pounds of wings. You can do 5 pounds of wings in each basket. So think about entertaining for game day. This is a recipe that's included. It's wings 2 ways. So we've got a buffalo style chicken wing, and then we also have a lemon pepper style chicken wing. Super crispy on the outside, absolutely tender and delicious on the inside. We'll tear into one of these wings in a minute, but I just wanted to put some more of the lemon pepper sauce here. But imagine how much you would pay for 10 pounds of wings.
Oh my gosh.
At a restaurant. I mean, that would cost you a fortune,
right?
I'm
gonna chive you a little bit.
Oh,
just
chive me. We've got some blue cheese there, too.
We got blue cheese. I'm going to put that over here.
Oh, yeah. And let's dig into one of these. I want you to see how perfectly cooked these are. So these are crispy on the outside, tender, juicy, and delicious on the inside.
You know, it's
they're
funny.
So good.
Well, here's the deal. Whether you make these from scratch or you buy them at the store and you put them back in the air fryer, which is what I like to do, because I like them extra crispy, you're going to get the kind of wings that you get in a restaurant even better. And you can control that crispiness.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, you know, whether you're entertaining or doing your dinners or just doing some chicken tenders for the kids, now you have the ability to do 4 different foods at once. So let me show you another one that we love to do.
Okay.
This one is our chicken and roasted vegetables. And so think about like for Easter, we've got our roasted carrots here on the top.
Those are one of my favorite things to ever
roasted
eat.
Carrots.
You know what
so
I do
sweet,
too? I do a little of that hot honey on there.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
I've never done hot honey on my carrots. I'm gonna have to take that tip from you.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Aren't they beautiful? But I mean, look at how wonderful and caramelized they are. I mean, I just love my vegetables done in an air fryer. And then because we have the racks, we're able to double stack it. And so I'm able to do 2 different vegetables on the top and then a 5-pound chicken underneath. I love it for that ability. Here we go. Look at all these potatoes. You're gonna go for the carrots?
I love.
Go for it. Aren't they good?
It's like a holiday.
I know. There's just a natural sweetness to carrots.
And you get that perfect caramelization on there. And it goes all the way around because basically that air and that
surrounds
heat
it.
Penetrates the entire thing. That's delicious.
Yeah, and you'll notice on the basket here too, it's got like an open grate on the back, and that again is because we designed it differently so that it's got the air flowing through the back, so all your food's gonna get that nice hot air. Look at these wonderful roasted potatoes.
Look at these.
Look at these roasted potatoes.
All right. I don't care. You know I'll eat.
I know. It's brunch. It's brunch with Ninja this morning, right?
That is so good. And each one has its own little crispy outside.
So good.
Yummy.
We have more though. This was just all in one basket. And so in the second basket, we have a whole 5-pound chicken.
By the way, non-stick on the inside. Everything is easy to clean.
Yes.
All right. And the capacity. Look at this. We have a whole chicken in here.
A whole 5-pound chicken.
Wow.
So you could do 2 5-pound chickens if you wanted. We ended up doing a chicken with our vegetables. But imagine being able to do this, at Easter or for a Sunday roast. To be able to easily do everything in your, in your Ninja.
And you know what I love
super crispy.
is that you see the oil and the grease goes down underneath. I don't know if you can see the top. There's a rack here, and it's perforated. So a lot of the oil and the fat can go down there. You can skim that off, and then you can make a nice sauce.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Absolutely. But, it's also really easy to clean. These all go into the dishwasher. So if you were to do this in your oven, you'd have your really big sheet pans, which are a little bit more difficult to clean. You have to scrub them.
Well,
you have to do them in the sink.
And you got to heat up the whole oven.
Yes, and you have to heat up the whole oven.
That's a really big deal, and one of the things that should really matter most to you, or at least at the top of your list, is how much money you're going to save using this.
Absolutely.
Because I always say, why would you heat up? Well, let's take a look at this chicken. Why would you heat up a chicken, which is 5 pounds, in an oven that can hold a 45-pound turkey? It doesn't make any sense. You're using way more energy than you need to. This is a fraction of the cost, Michelle.
It is. It really is. And it does so many different things, too. So we've got our whole chicken there with our roast, with our vegetables. We have 10 pounds of wings.
Look at this.
I know, does not look good.
Look at the caramelization. And all the way around, every part of this chicken gets brown. Normally when you put it in a regular oven, the top will get brown, then you got to put foil on it, you got to do all this stuff. You don't even have to babysit
So easy.
this.
It's so easy. So let me show you how easy it is to use. We'll load it up here with another dinner item. We'll do some salmon and some asparagus, and I can kind of show you that front panel. And so in the bottom rack here, I'm going to do my potatoes, and we're just going to layer them in and use the rack so that way we can get both layers in there.
By the way, you get those skewers to go with it. So if you wanted to do shish kebab with shrimp or scallops or beef, or chicken, you could do that as well. We're doing it as our veggie course here.
Yeah, we're doing our veggie course here. So we've got our little potato skewers here with some little onions. So this is basket 2. This is going to go on the bottom. And then in basket 1, we're going to do our asparagus, our tomatoes, and then we're going to layer it up with some salmon.
That's a lot of food.
It is a lot of food. It could easily feed 4 to 6. Some of these asparagus, they don't want to get cooked this morning. There we go. I love it. Just use your hands. I'm trying to be all nice and dainty. There we go. There we go. All right, and then I've got my basket here, my rack here, and then I am going to use the tongs.
We know that's how real people cook.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
I'm going to put my salmon on the top. And then I will show you that front panel and how easy it is to use. Now, I only have 2 fillets here. You could probably fit 4 there if you wanted, very easily. Here's that front panel. If we can zoom in on the very front here so you can see. Once you hit the on button, it will say hello. We're very polite here with Ninja. We like to say hello and goodbye, too. I'm going to select basket 1. I know that's my salmon. I'm going to select air fry. It is 6 different functions, so I could select air fry, air broil, bake, roast, reheat, and dehydrate. My time there is 20 minutes. I probably only need... actually, the temp is there. Let me do the timing for about maybe 15. And then with basket 2, those are the potatoes. Those will take a little bit more time, so I'm going to put those for about not 30 minutes, but about 15 minutes is good. I'm gonna select this Smart Finish button, and that is going to make sure they're both done at the same time. So see how it's holding the salmon? It does the math for you, which I appreciate, because at the end of a long day, I don't wanna have to think about that.
So that tells you how much time you have until the other one activates.
Yes, and then it will activate this one, so they are both done at the same time.
I want you to think how long that would have all taken in a regular oven.
And then if you get them right at the same time, like one thing's cold, or if you're doing it in a single air fryer, right?
I noticed you didn't have to preheat.
No, no preheat.
So you're not wasting that energy 15, 20. My
15
oven, I have a
minutes.
brand new oven. It takes like 15 minutes to get to 350.
Yeah, mine too.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm wasting all that energy.
Wasting all that
Guys,
energy.
the value is huge. We are lower priced than anywhere. And you can check anywhere on this unit. We're the only ones that have it right now with all the extras. We are $100 off our regular price. You can get this home. We're doing 5 flex, $30. And you can try it out for 30 days. And don't forget, if you have an HSYN credit card, take another $25 off. If you don't, with our VIP event, you got a code there. Get your card today, or if you have a card, and you get $25 off every 100 that you spend. And that you can use that over and over and over. So dinner is done.
Dinner is done.
And cooking.
Yes, let's do breakfast.
All right.
Let's do breakfast.
Yeah.
So I've got some breakfast here. Oh my gosh, air fried bacon. This is so crispy. It looks so good. So we did bacon on the top, and then we did hash browns underneath. And then we've also got some French toast sticks in the other basket. So we did a whole 4 different things, all in one basket. I'm just gonna remove the rack here. It is hot, so
don't tell me you got
real
hash
quick.
in there.
We have hash browns.
Man,
Don't they
I'm
look
a
good?
big fan of that.
Yes.
I'd take some of that hot honey on that bacon too.
That would be delicious. Here, I'm just gonna pour this out. Look at these wonderful hash browns.
Michelle, show everybody inside too how non-stick it is.
Very non-stick, very easy to clean. We've got all of these hash browns here. We've got more hash browns than we've got plate. That's how much capacity there is.
Wow.
But we're not done. You know, we've got more things in our, this is just one basket that we were able to fit all of that into. I'm just gonna put this here to wash. Again, it is easy to wash. All of it goes in the dishwasher. Second basket, we've got our French toast sticks and some eggs. And so we've got a little sweet, a little savory, air fried French toast sticks. You could use the, we did these from scratch, but you of course could use frozen as well. You could do waffles, so many different things.
If you got kids or grandkids, think how easy it is for you to make breakfast or lunch. The best grilled cheese sandwich I ever had in my life is in an air fryer. It's just amazing. And look at how cleverly you did this. Now, you could actually put a bowl in there with eggs if you wanted to.
You could. We did these in little peppers to make a little, you know, if somebody wanted to do a little keto, they could do a little keto. But we've got our eggs, we've got our French toast sticks, we've got our bacon, hash browns, whole breakfast spread in 2 baskets, which did 4 different foods. Boom, it's done. I know, I'm gonna put a little bit of poppy seeds here and stuff on the eggs.
I gotta try these
Go
potatoes.
for the hash browns, yeah.
I gotta try those.
Right? Right? I mean, it's 10 a.m., it's breakfast, man. We just need to get coffee and we're good.
The crispiness, because normally, how else would you do that? You'd have to keep on tossing it,
and it sticks. Have you ever had hash browns stick to the
well,
bottom
and
of a
they're
pan?
usually really fatty because you have to do them in a fry pan.
Yeah.
We did this right in the oven.
We did this right in the Ninja. And so the technology is different. I think we do have a graphic to show you too. We changed the formation of the fans. And so the fan and the heating element are coming from behind, and that's how we're able to do 4 different foods at once, because it's not on top anymore, it's coming from behind. So you can use that smart finish to cook 2 different foods, 2 different ways at 2 different temperatures and have them both done at the same time. We also have the match cook. So if you're doing 2 things that are the same and don't want to enter it all at the same time, you can just hit that match cook button and we'll do the math for you, and you could do 2 5-pound chickens. This is where I was talking about where that fan and the heating element is coming from the back, surrounding your food with hot air. That's how we're able to get that double stack technology where you can use the racks and cook 4 different foods all at the same time. So it really is innovative.
And the capacity has not been sacrificed, even though we altered the design. I mean, we did the design differently just because most people, the feedback that everybody got was this machine was great, but it takes up a lot of that, you know, lateral space on your countertop. So basically what we did is we took this machine, flipped it up, and we created the double stack just like you have at home in your regular ovens, right? So you've got 1 tray on top, 1 tray on the bottom, easy to use control panel on the left, and look at the difference as far as the amount of space it's going to take up on your counter. I mean, that's crazy, right? I mean, it takes up about the space of a coffee machine.
Yeah,
right?
it's 40%
and
slimmer.
I love the finish. The matte black finish will go with any of your appliances that you have now. And if you love it now, think about when like holidays come and you have extra cooking duties.
Oh yeah.
Or you don't feel like heating up the oven to make one of your favorite dishes, your side dishes. You can do everything you do in your regular oven in this oven.
Yeah, and you also notice it doesn't get hot. I mean, this is cooking right now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get hot on the top. So this is, I like it because it doesn't, it's not hot.
No.
So it's perfect underneath your cabinet. We also changed the vents, so the vents are coming out from the side instead of behind. So rather than pushing that hot air into your backsplash, it's pushing it out to the side. I will confess, I had a plant here. Don't put a plant here. I was making it look really cute on my countertop, but the vents here are coming out this direction, rather than in the back. And so we really, took all the feedback that you gave us on all of your reviews, and we just designed something newer and
One
better.
of my favorite things about air fryers that I love, and by the way, I'm in the market for one.
Oh, well,
I
think you're going to get one today.
I've had my air fryer. Yeah, I'm going to get this thing probably. More than likely, I'll get it. I have an air fryer that I've had. I want to see first if Danny wants it because I hate just throwing stuff out. But it's old, it's dirty. It's very limited in what it can do. You can't do like a turkey or a chicken. Or it's basically for like little shelf meals.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get a brand new one. But when I look at it, there's about 5 or 6 places I could put this in my kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Without taking up a ton of space. And what I really love, and when I use it, I think more than, and maybe you do too, reheating leftovers.
Oh, absolutely.
That's all I do. I like everything that I have. I had meatloaf in it last night.
Let's reheat something. We've got some pizza here, so let's reheat these leftovers. I'm going to use the basket that we did we'll put it right in with the hash browns there.
Yeah.
But you'll never want to use your microwave again. Once you use this to reheat your pizza, reheat your leftovers, it's so easy. So even if you cook a lot, then you can reheat it the next day.
Will you show me?
Absolutely.
I'll do this one.
All right, so you'll do this one. So it's in the top basket, so you're going to hit the top button for the top basket, then use the dial to select reheat, so it kind of goes through, see, reheat, and then it doesn't really need 30 minutes, so you want to reduce the time, so hit the time button, and then reduce the time with the dial there, so you probably need, what, maybe 3 minutes for pizza?
I'm going to go 5 minutes.
5 minutes, all right, you're going to like it crispy, and then hit the start button at the bottom, and that's it. So the baskets do work independently.
That's easier than my microwave oven. I have this fancy microwave oven. I don't even know how to do half the crap that it says it does. Yeah, it's like defrost probe. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Oh my gosh. So the baskets do work independently. They have independent heating elements, independent fans, and so if you just want to use the top one to reheat, you can just use the top or the bottom independently, but you have that capacity when you want it, right? When you want to do a lot of food.
So let me show you what we've done so far. Well, I'll let you watch this first. So this, and I'll let you go through that.
Sure. So you can cook 4 different foods all at once with that double stack technology. We've got the fan and the heating element coming from the back, so you're going to get that hot air all around your food. It is a 10-quart capacity, but it's also 40% slimmer. So you're able to do your 5-pound chicken, you're able to do 10 pounds of wings, but it gives you more counter space because it's 40% slimmer than our double basket. And so we're giving you back your counter space without reducing the capacity, which I love.
And I love, again, the capacity of this because most air fryers, you're limited in what you can put in there, right? And you wind up just using it to reheat stuff, or you put fries in there, or you put tater tots or whatever. You can do real meals here. We did a 5-pound chicken. Everything you see here, we did in one shot with the potatoes, 2 baskets. Look at the amount of wings. We got, what, 10 pounds here?
Yeah, it's 5 pounds each. So this is wings 2 ways.
This is one basket. That's another basket.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to do this twice. So, and a lot of people like the garlic parmesan. A lot of people like hot sauce.
We got a little
and then
bit
we
of both.
did everything you would want for breakfast in one fell swoop. And notice we're not washing a bunch of pans.
No, they're dishwasher safe.
And if you needed to do this, you'd need a flat top, right? If you were doing French toast, you'd need a saute pan for the eggs. You need another fry pan to do the fries, and another fry pan to do the bacon.
Yeah.
We did all this in this double stack air fryer.
Yes.
All right. Very, very busy. See that little box right there where I'm pointing to? Fastest way to order this, take out your phone, turn on the camera, and just hold it there. And it'll bring you right here. Remember, you can't find this anywhere else, and we have the lowest price. You could check anywhere you want by a big amount. We are $100 off our price today. We brought the shipping down because the shipping was more. We reduced it down to $5.50, and it's only $30 to get it home.
That's great.
It's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So let's do 2 different dinners. So you've got 2 baskets that can do 4 different foods.
I'll keep an eye on the pizza.
All right, keep an eye on the pizza. It's got. We'll hear the doot-doot-doot a little as soon as it's done. So, so we've got 2 different dinners here. So we did dinner for adults and then dinner for kids. So this could be for the grandparents and the kids, or the parents and the kids.
That's a healthy chicken parm right there.
This smells so good. So we've got some chicken breasts here with a little bit of Italian seasoning. Look at that cheese.
Sweet
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
I'll put this here. And then we've got our green beans underneath. And then we did tater tots and French fries in the bottom basket. So a full 2 different styles of meals.
If you just bought this machine to roast vegetables, it would be worth the money.
It would.
Roasted cauliflower with a little bit of, you put it in a bowl, a little olive oil, salt and pepper, whatever seasonings you like, and throw it in there. It is ridiculously good. Oh my gosh, is that balsamic?
Do a little balsamic on there. So we've got 1 whole meal there. So that's 1 meal. Now let's get the second meal. So again, you can do 4 different foods with the rack. So we've got our chicken tenders and fries. So now you don't have to worry about cooking 2 different meals. you know, we've got you covered with the double stack, with doing the French fries and the tater tots. So this is 2 different meals, 4 different foods, all done at that same time with that smart finish technology. And so I love that you're able to cook this much food and get that capacity without compromising counter space.
So remember, if you have an HSN credit card right now, you could take another $25 off that price. So you will get it for $124.99, which is even more ridiculous. If you don't have an HSN credit card, get one today, and we will give you the $25 because that's what we give everybody that gets a brand new card today. But get it home. This, you're gonna love this all through the colder months. And then in the summer, do you really wanna heat up that big oven?
No,
I don't wanna heat up that oven. All right, Rochelle.
Yes, how's your pizza?
It says 45 seconds.
Oh, take a peek. Go ahead and open it and take a peek.
I just did. I'm gonna go ahead and clear it.
Just hit off, yeah.
Right here?
Yep. And it'll cool.
Right.
It's in the top.
I'll let you guys take a look as I pull it out.
It's the top one.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
duh.
Look at that reheat.
Look at this.
Crispy pizza. So no more soggy microwave pizza. Crispy pizza. And this works for restaurant leftovers too. So if you get something delicious at the restaurant and you want it to have that same crispiness, that same flavor, that same taste, that reheat function is great for that too. I know. You're gonna have pizza for breakfast. I love it. Watch out, it's gonna be hot.
It's 10:20 East Coast time.
Oh, there's cheese and pepperoni in there. That's practically sausage, right? Sausage for breakfast.
Sausage and rolls.
Sausage and bread, right? So good, right? You got that nice crispiness. You'll never want to use your microwave for reheating
I could eat
again.
that whole slice of pizza right
Go
now.
ahead, bring it on.
I'll let you go.
Bring
We'll
it on.
keep going.
So we'll keep going. So we just did 2 different dinners, so 4 different foods, all cooked at the same
that's
time. Let's do a little date night dinner. So we've got some steak in here.
I was going to ask you, can you do? Would you like to do steak in here?
Yes, in here. Before I remove it, I want you guys to see how wonderfully caramelized this is, and we use the rack for it. And we'll cut into it here so you can see.
You know
These
me.
steaks are pretty big, so this would actually probably feed 4. So again, if you have leftovers, you can reheat that steak the next day if you want. But go ahead and cut into that one, guy. You'll see how perfectly done it is.
Now, this is what I do. When I do in New York, I always take the fat off first. I just always think, for whatever I'm cutting, it makes it a little easier to slice, all right? This is gonna be, it's gonna be a little rare, but that's okay. I like it rare. But you can see, we have a beautiful steak here. Yeah, I would put it in for another minute.
We could always add some more.
There it is, and you can see, we just, because of time, we didn't give it enough time, but you're gonna get beautiful.
It's still wonderfully caramelized on the outside.
It is still beautiful, absolutely.
Still beautifully done.
Yep.
And so you could always add some more time. You can do it medium rare. Again, you're getting that hot air that's surrounding your food, and so that's how we're able to get that nice color on the inside too.
Love it.
We did our broccoli on the bottom, and then I love that we're able to also have a whole other basket. So we did our steaks, we did our broccoli. This is all in basket 1. We actually did these little desserts in one of the baskets too, so it does have a bake function as well.
That's the nice thing about an air fryer like this, is that you're not limited in anything you can do.
No.
And normally, like, let's say you wanted to make brownies.
Yeah.
And for you and your sweetie.
Yeah.
You really want to go over to that big oven. And,
No.
and let me just show you. I'll walk back here. I don't know if you guys can follow me. Look at the size of this. I mean, it's a beautiful oven, but I mean.
That's a lot.
That is, do you know how much energy it costs to run this oven? I would bet most people don't even realize you're talking about hundreds of dollars a year in preheating costs.
Yeah.
Those don't need to be preheated, instant heat. And if I'm cooking a pizza, why do I need an oven this big? If I'm cooking a turkey or a chicken, a smaller one, why do I need this much space, right? You don't. And I'm not telling you to get rid of your oven. You gotta have an oven for Thanksgiving. You got big giant turkey and you have other dishes to cook. But every day, this is the guy you want to use.
Absolutely.
Every day.
I give you a secret though. For Thanksgiving and for the holidays, I like to do chicken because I like to do it in my Ninja because it's so
I'm
easy.
not doing a chicken.
You're not doing a chicken for Thanksgiving.
Now, if you said duck,
Maybe
I
a
might.
duck. I haven't tried a duck yet in the Ninja. I'll have to try it.
I love duck. My son loves duck.
If you do a duck in your Ninja air fryer, let me know how it goes.
I'll take a picture.
All
of
right,
it.
take a picture.
Yeah,
Send it to me.
It's beautiful.
So just like you said though, if you're doing just a little dessert for you, you don't want to make too much because I know if I make 2 dozen cookies, I'm gonna eat all 2 dozen cookies. Now I can just do just a little bit, just when I want a little something sweet. So we did these nice little cakes, these lava cakes in there as well.
This is still warm.
It is still warm.
Rochelle, why are there no spoons out here?
There's forks. There's forks. Yeah, go for a fork.
All right, I want you to see what I have. So there's like a little chocolate souffle, right? Now, again, we just made 2. We're like, well, we don't need to make 12. And
Little chocolate souffle, little lava cake.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be good at all.
That looks delicious.
What do you think? Is that going to be good? I'll take a little taste.
Little melted lava chocolate. I know, right? I know.
And
So
you
you can
got
cook
to give me that recipe.
Absolutely, absolutely.
How'd you make it? Is it just cake mix? Undercooked? That's basically
Guy is
chocolate
looking
lava.
at our food stylist, Amanda, you want to come out and say hi?
I
Come
love.
on out and say hi, Amanda. Amanda helps us cook all of our food. This is Amanda.
She is everybody's right arm.
Yes,
all right, she does.
yes.
She does almost all the prep on this, and she does a wonderful, wonderful job. And I know you're not mic'd up, but I know you love this thing as well.
I do. I actually have this at home in my kitchen.
Yeah.
My teenagers, this is all they cook in.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust them with the big oven.
No, and that's a
Yeah, I
really
know.
good point because kids can learn to use this very, very quickly. Obviously, if they're young with your supervision, but anyway, thank you, Amanda.
Yeah,
we just
thank
want to
you,
give
thank you,
Amanda
thank
a
you.
shout out.
Boxed cake, but I doctored it up a little.
She always doctors it up.
Yeah, you know what? I do that with everything. Like, I don't mind buying something that's pre-made, but I always add my spin on it. Like, I buy duck from a duck company, but I make my own cherry sauce to go with the duck. And
nice.
It's killer. It's ridiculous.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, come Thanksgiving, I
what
want
else
to
you
try
got?
that. So
You
we
do
did
surf
surf and turf, and so we used the skewers to do a little shrimp kebabs here. So we did this whole thing: the shrimp, the steak, the broccoli, the cake, all in the double stack. And so you can do 4 foods. All at once. And so I love that you can cook so much food. So you can cook a little if you just want to reheat your pizza, or you can do a lot when you want to entertain.
This will hold up to 10 quarts of food. And if you don't know how much that is, well, those wings over there, that's about 10 quarts, those 2 trays of wings. That's a lot of food.
5 pounds in each basket.
This is 5 pounds here and 5 pounds here. I mean, honestly, you're having a party, this amount of wings would probably feed, I mean, I eat about 8 to 10 wings, so you gotta figure this is gonna feed at least 8 to 10 people, all right? And game day is coming up. Get this now. When's the game? I think it's 2 weeks, right?
It's coming up soon.
It's the 9th. So you should be good to go to get this home in time for the big game easily, because we're about a week or so. Get it home. When you check out, look at the delivery date to make sure you get it in time. But if you want to do hot dogs, you want to do burgers, you want to do chicken, seafood. If you're a vegetarian, just do vegetables. It's amazing what roasting a vegetable basically a no-fat fryer.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what that is.
Exactly.
It's a fryer without the oil. You will get that great flavor. All right,
So
we did this live.
We did this live. This is the salmon that we did live. So we did a dinner for 2. And honestly, I do this probably once a week with my husband because it's just so quick and easy.
So good for you,
when I
too.
want something that is healthy, but I don't want to spend, an hour cooking, this is so easy for me to do that. And so this took about 12
This is
minutes
done. Yep,
to
no
do the
doubt.
salmon. And then
Yep.
we also did our asparagus and our tomatoes. Oh, those tomatoes
Make that
are
a beauty
rotten.
plate, and I'll show everybody
Sure,
here.
sure.
So I don't know if you can get in close to mine. You want to cook salmon perfectly, use an air
It's
fryer.
nice and flaky.
remember, salmon is an oily fish. It doesn't need oil or fat.
Yeah.
So even if you throw it in a saute pan, never use oil. You don't have to. But I want you to look at how this is cooked. And I'm going to go to the thick part. And it comes right off the skin, which is amazing. I'm going to toss this skin over here. And then I want you to see just how beautifully juicy and flaky. Look at inside
looks
there.
delicious.
Look at how beautiful. I'll take this piece too. And what's nice too is that unlike in a fry pan, there are hot spots.
Yeah.
And the end of the salmon will be dry. The middle of the salmon will be undercooked because we're circulating air.
Yeah.
We're air frying. The entire thing is being cooked at the same time. It's almost like you would when you do sous vide, which is in water. You're totally encompassing the food in heat.
Yeah.
Whether it's water or in this case electrical heat, and that is what's cooking it evenly. So if you are one of those people that says I cannot get a burger to be medium rare, my salmon is always dry on one end and raw in the middle.
Yeah.
You need to get this. You know who loves this more than anybody? Well, I'll take 2 groups: young parents with kids.
Yeah.
Grandparents with grandkids.
Absolutely.
Because the grandparents love it because it's easy for them, but then it's also easy when the kids come over. What do kids want? Oh, chicken tenders and fries and blah, blah, blah. Or
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
Yet, you don't need to have any skill to use this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You could be a total joke in the kitchen.
Oh, absolutely.
And be a star with this.
Absolutely. We love to make you look like a chef in the kitchen and have wonderful, the same results basically that we get on air. So we're giving you, again, that 10-quart capacity, but 40% slimmer design, so you are getting your counter space back. And like I was saying with that salmon, if you've never air fried vegetables, if you've never air fried salmon, like whenever I try to do salmon in my oven, you know how that little bit of white fat always comes out and then it doesn't look pretty? I always get pretty delicious results with my air fryer because it makes it nice and crispy on the outside. You don't get that extra, you know what I'm talking about, the white fat that usually kind of oozes out of it. That never happens to me with my air fryer. I get perfect results every time. But we just didn't do salmon and asparagus. You could stop there, but we also did some potatoes on our skewers here. And so you are able to do up to 4 foods all in one. So you are able to use that double stack rack to get all those different foods. And we do have extra potatoes here on the bottom.
And I want to remind everybody, it's not just for vegetables and protein. So you can do carbs in here, you can do bagels in here. And
we did donuts.
One of my favorite things, like I said before, is if you actually do buttered grilled cheese in an air fryer, it bakes and it gets so crispy on the outside. And the cheese is just, it's to die for.
It's so good. Let me give you a tip though, instead of butter, use mayonnaise.
Oh, you told me that?
Yeah, mayonnaise. And I'm not usually a mayonnaise person, but mayonnaise is great on grilled cheese because it makes it nice and caramelized.
I made meatloaf a couple days ago. And I made meatloaf sandwiches on sourdough, and I buttered the bread. I should have mayonnaised the bread.
Mayonnaise the bread. But imagine if you're in a cold, like it's cold right now in Florida, to have a little like hot soup with grilled cheese. It's so good. Little tomato soup. It's so good.
All right, let me show everybody what they're going to get.
Yeah.
And then it's time to order. Because like I said, you can't find this anywhere else. We're the only ones that have it. And we have an exclusive configuration that nobody else has. So you are going to get the unit itself. And remember, beautiful vertical design, fits anywhere. It's about the size of maybe a larger coffee machine. That's it. But it does so much more than make coffee, because that's pretty much all coffee and espresso, right? You are making breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. You are saving money, because every time you turn this on, you get pure heat. You're not preheating like you are with the big oven. You are getting pure instant heat. We are gonna give you the 2 trays. There's one, and you can see how easy they are to take in and out, right? There's 2. We are giving you the racks. You get 2 double racks, or 2 racks. We're gonna give you some tongs. We're gonna give you the skewers, and we're gonna give you the that amazing cookbook. And there's so many great ideas in there. What I love is you saw me. I had never used this until Rochelle showed me how. It's easier to use than any regular oven. It's a couple of buttons to push temperature, time, and top or bottom. That's it. So the value, $274 and change. Or you can buy it with us for $149. And if you have an HSN credit card, it's $25 off. And if you don't, get an HSN credit card today. That's when we'll give you the $25. The $25 off is when you spend $100. So this is over $100. So you get that. So either way, with a card or getting a card, you will get $25 off. But look at the things we made. A whole roasted chicken, veggies, carrots, potatoes. We did 5 pounds of hot wings, 5 pounds of lemon pepper wings, all right? We did salmon. We did donuts, apparently, which I have not seen made, but I want to see. We did a breakfast of bacon and eggs and French toast and home fries, or what I would call hash, and then another side of veggies. We have done chicken parm, but the healthy way, with just regular chicken breasts, sliced tomato, mozzarella, and balsamic with veggies, steaks, shrimp, hors d'oeuvres, dessert. We've done pretty much every possible thing you could do.
We've got more apps here too. We've got some mozzarella sticks and then also some pepperoni bites. So again, you're able to get that nice crispiness with 75% less fat. Here, you want to pull into some? These are going to be hot, so give it just a blow on it. I know you've got chef hands though.
I got restaurant hands.
Restaurant hands. Look at that. Wonderful melty cheese. But again, it's 75% less fat. So we just took some frozen mozzarella sticks, air fried them, and now we've got a whole appetizer for game day, for movie night, for having the grandkids over, any of those different things. Yeah, get a little marinara sauce there. I heard the crunch. As soon as you bit into it, I heard the crisp crunch. Even with cheese, so even fried cheese can be crispy. So imagine having this, for the big game and being able to do all your apps.
I used to be a manager in a restaurant. When we would make fried mozzarella, you know how we made it? I'll tell you. We take a brick of mozzarella, about a ½ inch by ½ inch by about 4 inches. Flour, egg, breadcrumbs, deep fryer. It was probably the most unhealthy thing you could ever eat in your life, but it tasted so good. We are eliminating the deep fat fryer. We have everything done. These we took out of a box. You can make them yourself if you want. Point is, less calories in, less calories here. So if you're looking to eat healthier, if you're looking to increase protein and you want to get rid of the carbs, this is a perfect machine because you can do meat and veg all day long. If you love carbs, you could do every kind of baked dish. You could do rolls, sweet rolls, cinnamon rolls. You could do anything, right?
We just did air fried pepperoni, so I'm not.
That I'm not gonna eat.
It's low carb, but definitely not low fat. So we basically stuffed it with cream cheese. So there's 2 pepperonis with a little bit of cream cheese in the center, and then we air fried them so
I
that
would
was
eat
nice
that,
and crispy.
but I have another hour to do, and I don't want to be belching up pepperoni. Although that's not a terrible thing.
And I think our steaks are done. We added the steaks back to get them a little bit more time. So if you want to cut into some steaks, look at the caramelization on these now. So
there we go.
Look at that. And so,
now
again, air fried steaks.
we gave these the amount of time.
Yeah, here's
Thank
the
you,
one.
Amanda.
There we go.
So I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll do this guy right here.
You hear that sizzle?
So again.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you
it's
can hear that
amazing.
in my mic.
Oh my gosh.
But the caramelization on the outside, that perfectly done in the center, that is from the hot air surrounding it. And so you're able to get that caramelization without having to use, your grill or without having to use a pan. But look at how tender, delicious, and juicy on the inside. And look at how evenly it's cooked too. Again, that's from that hot air surrounding it. So it's not cooked too much on one side. It's that perfect center that you get at a restaurant.
Salt and pepper? Salt got hard. A little salt. I have a friend of mine that's how he eats steak. He salts and peppers every bite.
I'm gonna have to try that. That sounds good.
Every bite. So here it is.
I usually put a little butter in mine too.
Listen, we grilled steaks in the restaurants I worked at as well. And believe it or not, most great steakhouses don't use a regular grill.
Yeah.
They sear their steaks. All right, here we go.
I know, right? Perfectly done. But look at the caramelization we're able to get with that too. I love it.
So good.
I love it. I love it. So steaks, shrimp, broccoli, chocolate cake, you are set for Valentine's Day.
Lowest price on the market. Ninja, a name you trust and respect. We just had a thing, all the hosts were asked, what are their top 15 brands? I will tell you, Ninja was in my top 5.
I love it.
Yeah.
I hope we're in your top 3.
Sunjoe, I had a whole bunch of what we're trying to, I love that. We're trying to get feedback from the hosts of what they want to use for their host pick. I always write in Ninja. That little Ninja blender that I got from you, the one I got 2 years ago.
The Ninja Storm.
It's the bigger one.
Oh, okay. Oh, the bigger one. Yeah. Okay.
I do all my protein drinks in that.
I love it.
I've had it for years. I've had it for 2 or 3 years. So you have a brand you can trust. You got 30 days to try it. If you're a senior, you want this. Stop wasting money on that big oven.
Yeah.
Get one of these, right?
It takes 15 minutes to preheat your oven. This you don't have to preheat. But let me show you again. Let's show you the difference. So we took everything that you loved about the dual basket. So this is the dual basket that we had. We just made it vertical and slimmer. So it's 40% slimmer. I love it, right? So that way you have your counter space back, but you have the same capacity.
So you're not taking up all this space. You probably have vertical space, and this will fit under cabinets. All right, if you have any questions, you can always check out the measurements and you can check it at your house. But this makes more sense. I mean, you wouldn't buy a coffee machine that was that wide unless you were running a restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've changed it, and I love this. And I even like the look of it better. It's it's more sleek. That matte black design, I love it. All right, remember, you do such a good job.
Thank you.
I love that. We did hors d'oeuvres, dinners, chicken, steak, donuts, eggs, wings, salmon. We did turkey. We reheated pizza. All the things and more that you're going to want to do when you get this home. 891-581 is the item number. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been fun.
Love
Glad
our
to feed
Rochelle.
you.
Hey, by the way, I've got tools.